I got you to agree to something for 2 cases of cards.
Oh.
What would you do?
Suck a fart out of your butt with a straw. Just really feels really, really wrong of me to say on here.
We got so drunk that I was like, hey, what would you do for 2 cases of cards if I bought you 2 cases of cards right now?
Yeah.
And you said that you would suck a fart out of my butt with a straw.
Yeah, I feel really weird saying that on camera.
But how many cases do we have at our...
But I do have 2 cases of cards in my card room, if that means anything. I can't.
So when should we do this?
I was insinuating it had already been done, but...
Oh, no, it hasn't been done yet because I would definitely film it and sell it on OnlyFans.
Oh, boy. Yeah.
Definitely. Because we're live.
Oh, we are?
Yeah.
Oh, I was checking, I was checking what I'm going to do tonight.
What do you mean?
I'm going to try taping my mouth shut before I sleep.
In a sexual way?
No, in a health way.
Oh.
The hostage,
okay.
the hostage tape.
I have heard about that.
Yeah, I'm such a mouth breather because of my nose.
Okay, but that's the issue though, is you can barely breathe out of your nose as it is.
Yeah, but when I
suffocate.
Yeah, but when I'm sleeping or I'm laying down and stuff and I feel like relaxed, I can breathe out my nose just fine. We'll see. Yeah.
Okay, we'll see.
Yeah.
What are the benefits of hostaging?
I'm gonna have
what's it called?
taping your mouth shut and sleeping. I don't know. I'm gonna have to do some more research, but I've been thinking about it for a while. So
so weird to do so.
For one, I'm not gonna be able to sleep if I can't breathe. So I think I'll be
true.
okay.
All right. I just figured you'd know the health benefits before you were like jumping into just taping your mouth shut.
Yeah. Well, I know a diss is like calling someone a mouth breather. So like you're a mouth breather.
I think you're a fire breather. Like you have bad breath.
Mouth breather. It's on Stranger Things. One of the kids calls another kid a mouth breather. It's supposed to mean like you're not very intelligent.
All right. That is one thing that I totally do not understand.
Yeah. So anyways.
Are you going to look that up or what?
No, but I'm gonna do more research, and when we come back,
you'll talk about your mouth breathing.
I'll talk about what I found.
Wait, you're not your mouth breathing, your nose breathing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, why it's better.
Okay. Okay. I wanted to read a quote. This was so you know how I have my motivational quotes on my phone?
Yeah.
So every day it pops up with a new motivational quote, and this was today's.
Okay.
It says, "This is your reminder to slow down. Slow down your talking, slow down your breathing, slow down your eating, slow down your reacting to what others say and do."
You know what's really funny?
What?
I would say I know I'm a slow talker. I think I'm pretty slow at most of those things.
Yeah.
Other than eating. I eat
You are
really
not
fast.
slow either.
No, I eat really fast.
So why I thought it was important to share that quote of the day is because I was rushing around all morning. Of course, I overslept. We're a little bit jet lagged from Alaska still.
Yes. Yeah.
I wanted to get all this stuff done before we filmed our podcast. So got up. I did the ice bath. I went for a run. I tried to eat. We got a bunch of stuff from Amazon. So I did the dishes. I tried to put away all of our dishes.
Yeah.
And I was just rushing and rushing. And I should have just slowed down. I didn't need to get all that stuff done before our podcast because we got a new knife set.
Yes, I saw that.
Stoked.
New knife
it's
set.
awesome.
Yeah, it looked really nice.
Knives very sharp.
Okay.
I cut myself 5 times.
Oh, damn.
Well, 4 of which required Band-Aids because I was bleeding all over the kitchen.
Oh, geez.
One of them was just a flesh wound.
Yeah.
I cut myself 5 times.
Not bad though, right? I mean, like little cuts.
I was bleeding.
Yeah, but not like
no, I don't
you
need
don't
stitches.
need stitches. Yeah.
No, but how is it that I cut myself once and I was like, gosh dang it. So I just keep going. I cut myself again. keep going. I cut myself 5 times.
That's crazy.
Instead of realizing, you know what? I need to stop rushing to try to put all this stuff away.
Slow down.
I need to just slow down.
Oh, I could have strangled you when we first got home from our trip from Alaska. So we have the red-eye flight, right? Yes. So, and it's, coming back, I think it was like our first flight was just under 6 hours. And then our second flight was just under like 5 hours or something.
I think just under 4.
Or just under 4.
Yeah. So we left.
Anyways, a lot of.
Sorry to interrupt. We left Alaska at 8:30 p.m. Alaska time.
Yeah.
Landed here at 12:30 in the afternoon, Florida time, which is 8:30 a.m. Alaska time. So it was literally like exactly 12 hours of travel.
Yeah. But we get home and I'm just like, I can't sleep on a plane. You sleep a little better. You still don't really sleep, but you sleep a little more.
Yeah, I can just put my body in these funny little positions where I'm like in a ball on the seat, which, okay, you finish your story. Okay,
well, I just, no sleep. So, I mean, we were getting close to like 40 hours because I didn't really sleep that well Saturday night.
No.
Didn't get a ton of sleep. I was like, 40 hours no sleep. Well, by the end of the day I was 40 hours no sleep, but anyways, over 24. Felt so shitty. All I wanted to come home and do is get on the couch and just take a nap, but you had other plans.
Well, okay, we come in the house and I was like, okay, I just want to get stuff done and put away. I wanted to get everything unpacked. There was some dishes, so our dishwasher,
which is crazy because you were notorious for leaving a suitcase unpacked for like a month.
So are you. I found a suitcase in the garage from last Alaska trip a year ago.
Well, yeah, I'm not saying that because I know that I'm not I know I'm not good at it.
I stay packed because you traditionally will unpack for me.
This is true.
So anyway, because you're the laundry bitch. We talked about this on another episode. Okay,
continue.
So I wanted to unpack. I wanted to get stuff done. I knew we had a really busy week planned. We have this. I have a photo shoot. A ton of stuff going on.
Yeah.
So we loaded the dishwasher before we left, but apparently we never pressed start. So there was a bunch of like food debris in there. Well, our kitchen was full of the little flies,
the little fruit flies.
Yeah, our kitchen was full of fruit flies.
Yeah,
and then they had laid eggs in all of our dishes, so that's why we got a new.
Yeah, it was not good.
I opted to throw away our knife set and our silverware because there is no amount of sanitizing that will make me comfortable eating off of that silverware again.
Yeah,
I salvaged the plates and stuff.
Yeah,
but yes, I wanted to get a lot of stuff done.
And I just want to sleep
and it's bad. So I'm rushing around. I went over to the neighbors to get our mail. I went to the garage to get our mail. And yeah, I come in and you're just like, can you just sit down?
Yeah, I was not happy. Not pleased.
Because you can't relax if I'm doing chores.
Yes. And we have those little sensors on the doors that ding every time they open. So it was like, I'd be I'd be dead asleep, and then ding, 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 ding. It's like, gosh damn.
Well, I had also ordered groceries. So I had groceries being delivered.
The whole gambit. You had everything going on.
Anyways, we're very jet lagged.
Yeah, it was still today. Yeah, it's been a couple days, but.
Yeah, but I did end up falling asleep on the couch with you.
Yes, you did.
So. Yeah. Wait, where were you going with this? Just that I'm nuts?
To slow down.
Oh, yeah, slow down. I get it now. Okay, slow down.
Yeah.
Okay, talking about being on the plane, though. So there was one point where I fell asleep.
Yeah.
And I can put both my feet on the seat and fall asleep in a little ball.
Yeah.
And then, like, fold those little ear things up and, like, have my head on the little ear thing. And I can sleep like that. But I think I've been low on, like, magnesium or potassium or something.
Yeah.
Because I keep getting the worst cramps and Charlie horses in my calves. So I was dreaming that I was in Thailand and I had to run away to this like hotel because my calf was cramping and I couldn't walk. And I was so scared I was going to miss my Thailand trip.
Yeah.
Because my calf was broken. And so in my dream, I'm crying to my mom that my calf is broken and I can't like go explore Thailand. And then I finally woke up and realized my leg was asleep and I had a Charlie horse in my leg.
Damn. Yeah.
This all happened in my sleep.
Probably also because you don't drink water, really. So.
Is this just going to be where we like pick on each other?
Yeah, you know what? Yeah, is? As I said that, I realized I've been picking on you a lot.
You have been picking on me a lot. Okay, I need to slow down.
Yes.
Cut my fingers open. Yeah, well, let's talk about our last podcast. Let's just do a little recap.
Yeah.
Obviously, it was a very vulnerable one. I feel like it was one where I very much shared a lot of not a lot of my life. I guess just one portion that I'm definitely not good at sharing.
Yes.
Is my like body dysmorphia or just like my weight journey.
Yeah, something that weighs pretty heavy on you, I would say.
Literally
really heavy on you.
But I feel like, okay, so since the last podcast we went to Alaska.
Yep.
And I felt like I did a good job not over stressing while we were there on like calorie intake, making sure I was eating really clean. I definitely enjoyed myself. We drank a lot. We just spent the best quality time with our family. But the cool thing though is the entire time we were gone, we worked out. Yes,
we worked out, which was much different than a lot of I would say different than other times, you know, especially when we go in the winter, because, you know, can't really do in the summer. We're pretty active outside in Alaska and doing stuff like that. But yeah, winter can be a little tough.
It can be a little hard, but luckily we rented an Airbnb that had a gym in it, or at least workout equipment.
Equipment.
So while we were in Homer, we were able to do all of the workout equipment. And then when we went to Anchorage, we found a CrossFit gym right next to where your mom works.
Yes.
And so we got in and did some CrossFit classes, which was awesome. So
Fuck my hands up so bad.
You hurt yourself.
I hurt myself. We did that the workout we did on Friday of last week. As we're filming this, that was 5 days ago. And I am still, my biceps and my forearms and my lats are unbelievably sore.
So that's the issue with being like a professional athlete and somebody who's just like so competitive, is you couldn't just go into that workout and just work out. No. You had to compete with every other man that was in the room.
Yes.
So tell everybody what the workout was, which was absolutely insane.
Oh, so Dennis. It was, gosh, I was trying to think of I saw the name of the workout, but anyways, it was 42 pull-ups.
It was, you ended up doing exactly 90 pull-ups.
Okay, so it was 21 devil presses, which is basically like a weighted
burpee. So you go down to do your burpee, you stand up, and then with 2 dumbbells, push them to the sky.
You clean them or you snatch them or whatever. So it was 21 of those. And then right into, I believe, 42
pull-ups. Yeah.
And
21, 42.
Yeah, 21, 42. Then back to the double press, 15. Then 30 pull-ups. Then 9 double press and 18. And I think I got it done like 12 minutes. And I don't know that in my entire life I've ever been as sore as I was.
No, the entire way home. So we're getting on the airplane, and after our trip, we're getting on the airplane to fly home. You're extremely sore. So I have Dennis, because he flies on the plane with us. So I have him and his little carrier on my shoulder. I have my purse and then my suitcase. So I'm carrying all 3 things because you're just so sore. So then the flight attendant, when I go to board, is like, you have too many items. You need to get rid of those. And I was like, okay, well, he's with me. And he's like, okay, well, then why isn't he carrying them? I'm like, I don't need to go into this. Like, here, and then I just have you hold my purse for a second so I can walk past her. And in the way that I was carrying things, it's just like more convenient anyway, because I can roll him. He sits on top of my suitcase. I can roll him in. It's just like, I have the system down. I get to carry my own purse, whatever. But then, like, for her to be like, well, why isn't he carrying anything?
Oh my gosh.
Mind your business.
Because I was so
he can't straighten.
So I couldn't straighten my arms.
His arms right now.
Like I did jujitsu this morning. Thankfully, I feel good now. I mean, I'm kind of getting to the point, but like if I press on, I've never been this sore. The only time I have ever felt this level of soreness was when I was coaching wrestling I was a grad assistant for 2 years when I finished, and we got delayed in an airport, and myself and one of the other coaches were like, okay, let's do a race and see who can do 1,000 push-ups first. So
insane.
Yeah, so we're in the middle of this airport. I'm pouring sweat, just cranking push-ups out. I definitely beat him.
Of course you did.
Yeah, but I think it was like just under an hour, did 1,000, and I underestimated, like it was unbelievable. It was like a week where I couldn't move my fuck.
We're so sore.
I was so sore, and this was the same level of that. It was terrible.
Well, yeah.
But great CrossFit gym. Turn Again CrossFit, I think, in Anchorage.
Yeah.
So if you're listening, you're from Anchorage, interested, check them out because they were so awesome. We had a really good time.
We had an awesome time, and we ended up extending our trip. We stayed in Homer, so the whole trip we basically flew from here to Anchorage, stayed one night.
Yep.
Flew straight to Homer. We ended up staying in Homer for
No, we didn't fly. We drove.
We drove that time.
So it was like 5 hours.
It was. And so we drove 5 hours to actually first Ninilchik, where you're from. You played in the alumni game.
Yep.
How many points did you score?
I had 8.
How many of them did I see?
You saw 0.
I saw 0 because it was in Ninilchik. It was probably like 16 degrees.
Yeah, it was cold.
It was really cold. Dennis had to stay in the car, so I left the car on, obviously. So I'd go out and check on him every 15 minutes. I'd go check on him, and he's just laying there with the heat on. But I didn't want it to get too hot. I'm like such a helicopter mom. So I'd go out, check on him, come back in. Go out, check on him, come back in.
Oh my gosh.
And of course, I would go check on him, and that was the only time you scored.
There was a ton of us. There was probably like 20 of us on the alumni team. So we only got to play like a certain amount. So the first time I played, I didn't score any. Then you went out for the second time that I got back in. Something came over me.
You went on a tear.
And I couldn't miss.
It was all the beans
I was
eating.
bombing threes, and it was quite the spectacle, but my wife missed it. So
I'm so sorry.
As far as she's concerned, I suck.
Yeah. As far as I'm concerned, you did not make a single basket.
Yeah.
Oh, I did see all your free throws.
Yeah. Then like later on in the game, I think I had like 4 free throws I missed. I was 0 for 4.
Yeah.
But I haven't played basketball or shot a basketball in probably 3 years.
You played at the alumni game 2 years ago.
Okay. Yeah, 2 years. So, but that was the only time.
Yeah, another game. Okay.
Yeah.
So we watch your game, hang out, drive to Homer, get checked into our Airbnb. It was incredible. We spent a ton of time in Homer. We went sledding.
Oh, yeah.
That was really so fun.
It was cold that day. It was like -5 that day.
It was very cold. Dennis stayed home that day.
Yeah.
And then, had our fun family time in Homer, spent Christmas and New Year's. Then we ended up flying back to Anchorage. We were supposed to leave the same day.
Oh yeah, that's right. We flew in. We stayed one night and then we were flying out the very next day.
Okay.
Yeah. But we got there.
Like, you know what? We could have a little bit more fun.
Someone wasn't quite ready to get back. Yeah.
It was me. I convinced him to let us stay. I was just having fun, and we're just so lonely. We're not lonely here. We have our few people here, but we have no family here.
Yeah.
My family lives in Oregon. Your family, part of your family lives in Oregon, and then the other part lives in Alaska.
Yeah, my dad and stepmom live in Oregon, but then everyone else is in Alaska.
Yeah. So we don't have a lot of people here, and I was just having so much fun spending like quality family time. And the nice thing in like Alaska, I feel like we can just be truly like relaxed and chill.
Yes.
Like I don't have to worry about here in Miami. I feel like I have to be on my P's and Q's like a little bit. Like when we go out, if I get too drunk and I'm like falling all over, if I do anything embarrassing, it's going to be filmed and put on the internet.
Yeah.
Like in Alaska, I'm in my like cowboy boots, I'm in rubber boots and rain gear and getting drunk and dancing on the dance floor with you. And I don't have to worry about anybody, which I did film and I posted quite a bit of it. But, but I just feel like I'm more carefree.
Yeah.
And there's just less to worry about.
Yeah. We that's definitely our place to go to like unwind and relax and stuff.
Check out.
Yeah. And I got in trouble when we got back, because that same night we get back and you know, we had been trying to sleep, but we're like, you know, jet lag, because it's a 4-hour difference. So we were trying to get like on a good schedule. So
we were trying to stay awake at this point.
Yeah. So it's like 6 p.m. and we're getting tired. I'm like, hey, let's go for a walk. You know, we'll take Dennis, and we go, and you start listing off, okay, we need to do these things this week. And then I was like, damn, Florida Paige is just not as fun as
yeah.
And that like, was not good.
No. And you were like, geez, I really don't like Florida Paige.
Yeah, I probably didn't put it as light as I just made it out to be.
You
right
said
there.
Something about not liking Florida Paige and only liking Alaska Paige.
Yeah.
And then of course it got me snappy, because I was like, well, one of us has to be responsible.
Yeah. So
one of us has to get shit done.
Yeah. So we ended up doing a mile of our walk, not
happy.
Talking.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
A mile happy. It was like half a mile.
Yeah.
Angry at each other.
Yeah.
But can we bring up one of the things that I was angry about? Who still hasn't paid off their student loans? I brought this up. I feel I've
got one student loan
on podcast episode 1 about me being the stressor. I don't know.
Oh, have we talked about it?
We've talked about this.
Oh, fuck.
And you still haven't paid it. And of course we get home. There's 2 more letters from your student loan company. And yet I didn't go to college, and I'm the one stressed about student debt.
Yeah. Yeah. I got to take care of that.
That's what I was saying. Like,
which I did. I finally, I did. I was like, okay, yeah, I guess, because at first I didn't remember this thing. So I was like, is someone trying to scam me? And so then I did email them yesterday, because I tried calling and the call wait time was over an hour. I'm like, I'm not going to wait for over an hour.
That's what being an adult is waiting on hold for an hour listening to shitty elevator music.
Well, okay, so they also give you the option to email. So I emailed, but they have not emailed me back. So just so you know. So I need to call. I need to call.
And you need to stay on hold for an hour until they answer.
Yeah. Mini ass chewing for me right now.
Well, yeah, because every month you don't pay it, you get a $95 late fee on top of whatever ungodly interest you're paying. Can we just talk about student loan debt in America also?
Yeah, it's tough.
It's I get it. Like, it's hard. That's why I did not go to college.
Yeah. Well, I went for wrestling, so I still have to pay.
You still have to pay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bullshit. Such bullshit.
What year did you graduate?
2012.
And it's 2024.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
12 years.
It's been 12 years.
Yeah, but I walked in 2012, but then I had to go back for like 2 more years. I really didn't finish until 2014.
Really only been 10 years.
It's really only been 10. Okay. Sounds a lot better than 12.
Okay. Since we're on the topic of fighting and arguing.
Yeah.
We got in some fights in Alaska.
Got in a couple.
Got a couple fights. I would say.
Par for the course.
Of course, but alcohol's involved. Typically, we only fight when there's alcohol involved.
Yeah.
What the context of the fight was doesn't matter.
Yeah.
But other people in the family also got in fights with their significant other along the journey.
Yeah.
And we were kind of talking to your mom and stepdad.
Yeah.
And an interesting point was made. And I feel like it goes against the common saying.
Yeah.
And I kind of like it.
Okay.
So I wrote down, go to bed angry.
Okay.
Because a lot of people say when you're married, it's like, oh, you're getting married, promise. You put it in your vows. I vow to never go to bed angry. I vow to always fix things and work on it, which is awesome.
Yeah.
Dennis looks so cute. If you're only listening, we have our dog in here and he is adorable and he was stretching.
He's got his Jacksonville Jaguar jersey on.
Which I'm so sorry, honey, about the
Jaguars. Still loyal to the soil. Okay. Yeah, it was tough, but we'll be back.
Okay, let me go back. All right, so a lot of people say, don't go to bed angry. Fix it. Work on your problems. You promise to work on things. In theory, I think that's a great idea.
Yeah.
But I think when there is alcohol involved and you're fighting, I think it is best to just go to bed angry.
100%.
Go to bed, sleep it off.
Yep.
There's no use in staying up until 5 a.m. One, the argument's only going to build. You're going to pull up more stuff from the past. When you've been drinking, you say things that you don't necessarily mean, and you can say things out of spite. you can say things just to try to win the argument.
Yeah.
I think if there's alcohol involved and you're fighting, just go to bed.
Yes. Because, yeah, I mean, you're not in your right state of mind. And you might think at the time, like, no, this is what I really feel. But 9 times out of 10, it really isn't what you really feel. Like,
exactly.
I think. But
totally. Because there was one point when we were fighting and I was like, well, fuck you, I'm just going home then. And I went upstairs to go book my flight home.
Yep.
And then luckily I was coherent enough to be like, no, I don't actually want to go home. And then I just locked the door so you couldn't come up and get in bed with me.
Yeah.
So then the next day you come crawl in bed. I had unlocked the door and we fixed it all, obviously. Yeah. And it was just like that moment after you fight when you're drunk where you just like kind of look at each other like a little embarrassed, like, well, shit. I fucked up.
Yeah. Yep.
So anyways,
yes,
I will say a funny part of that. So part of the reason the fight started, so I wanted to go to bed. You wanted to stay up and hang out with your family.
Yeah.
You're having a great time.
Yeah.
I was super drunk and tired. I wanted to go to bed.
Yep.
So I go upstairs and I called you to tell you to come upstairs.
Yeah.
I called you so many times.
Yes.
And I called you and I called everybody downstairs to try to get somebody to send you up for bed. And at that point, I'm just so angry that I had to walk downstairs to get you.
Yes.
Walk all the way down the stairs. And I'm like, I called you 50 times. And that ended up being the joke of the trip.
That was the joke of the trip. I called you
50 times. And what were you doing when I come down the stairs?
I had my phone
in your hand. And then you're just looking at it. And all of a sudden you look up and there I am in the doorway.
But to be fair, like probably 30 of the calls before I did not have my phone, and then I went and got it because you had called someone else who did have their phone and they're like, hey, you're Austin,
your wife's calling you.
Yeah.
Did you ever call back?
No, I waited.
No, you didn't text back, you didn't call back, nothing. You waited till I came down and screamed at you.
I knew I was in trouble,
and so you're like, yeah, whatever, I'm already in trouble.
Whatever, I'll get yelled at.
Okay, what is my worst trait when I'm drunk?
Anger.
That was fast.
Yes. You have a short temper.
I definitely have a short temper.
Yeah. You got a short temper when you're...
Your worst trait when you're drunk is...
Hey, I didn't ask you what mine... Oh, okay, fine. Go ahead. What's mine?
I don't know. Huh. Oh, sometimes... Okay, if I'm quite honest... Yeah, sometimes you don't care if everybody else is having as much fun as you. So I can feel left out because you're just like, you just have your mind made up and you're having a good time doing your thing. If you want to take a shot, you're taking a shot. If you want to go play in the snow,
you're kind of selfish. Yeah.
Not selfish, just like not self-involved either. Just like self-sufficient. Like you don't like if I'm going to take a shot, I'm like, hey guys, everybody, let's take shots. Or hey husband, come play in the snow with me. You're just like, I'm going to go jump in the snow.
Yeah.
I'm going to go hot. You're just like so independent when you're drunk.
Okay. Yeah.
Very independent. I just want to be involved.
Yeah. No, I get that.
So maybe that's not a flaw, but.
No, it is. I'm sorry. Yeah. Cause I don't want you to feel like that.
I forgive you.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I will work on that. I will be better.
I will work on my temper.
Yeah.
Okay.
Perfect.
Great.
Shake on it.
We just solved a problem.
Cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool. Marriage counseling. Okay. So one funny thing though is when we get drunk too, we think of funny things.
Yes.
I got you to agree to something for 2 cases of cards.
Oh.
What would you do?
Suck a fart out of your butt with this straw. Just really feels really, really wrong of me to say on here.
We got so drunk that I was like, hey, what would you do for 2 cases of cards if I bought you 2 cases of cards right now?
Yeah.
And you said that you would suck a fart out of my butt with a straw.
Yeah, I feel really weird saying that on camera.
But how many cases do we have at our...
But I do have 2 cases of cards in my card room, if that means anything. No, I can't.
So when should we do this?
I was insinuating it had already been done, but...
Oh, no, it hasn't been done yet because I would definitely film it and sell it on OnlyFans.
Oh, boy. Yeah.
Definitely. That is premium content.
Yeah, there's a space for that.
There is a high dollar value to that.
Yeah, so... We might have to do some more negotiating off camera.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wait, within each other?
Yeah.
Your cases are here.
Oh, I know.
Oh.
Yeah. But I maybe 2 was, I don't know. Yeah.
Okay. All right. We'll see.
Very funny.
But very funny.
Yes.
So whether it happens or not, you guys will just have to see and find out.
Yep.
All right. I guess we should just bring up gas while we're on the topic.
Oh, yeah. Flatulence.
Flatulence. I don't want this podcast to just be about flatulence and bodily fluids. Why do people get such bad gas on airplanes?
I've got the answer for you.
You do?
Yes.
Okay, because I was on the flight. We didn't sit next to each other.
Yeah. No, yeah. We stacked up, so we both had a window.
We both had a window. Yeah. So I had someone next to me. This guy ripping ass. At what point is it okay for me to be like, bro, you fart one more time and I'm going to beat your ass? Like, go to the bathroom. Like, at what point is it okay to tell your seatmate they need to go poop?
Probably when you're like gagging, like, okay, come on.
It was pretty close. That's a 5-hour flight.
Yeah.
No,
if
longer.
If it's going on for longer than an hour, I think that's an
they need to get up and go to the bathroom.
Yeah. Like,
yeah.
Buddy, come on. Go to the.
And it's like, aren't you embarrassed, or can't you smell your own fart? Like,
yeah. I mean, I know myself, but people are more gassy on
airplanes. All right. Why?
And there's some science behind it.
Hit me with the science.
Okay, because your body is like a balloon, right? It's filled. It's got gas in it naturally. So as you ascend up into the air and the pressure decreases, because planes are pressurized and yada yada. As the pressure decreases, the gas expands in your body, and so you feel you need to get this gas out. So yeah.
So there's some science why
there definitely, yes, and there's some things you can do to help alleviate this without ripping ass the whole flight.
I was about to get violent.
Here's the other thing too about flying is majority of I know for myself, unless I'm like flying to a fight or doing something, I'd like to have a couple beers and calm myself, because I don't especially like flying anyways. I'm uncomfortable. I don't love heights and stuff, so flying's not really my favorite. This last trip got very afraid of flying.
Oh my gosh. Well, because the Alaska Airlines flight just happened. So the day before we're supposed to fly out that 747 Max.
Yeah.
If I'm saying that correctly, the Alaska Airlines, the door just blew off and exploded after they just took off. And so, mind you, we have 12 hours of flying coming up.
Yeah.
So, yeah. And of course, we're flying out of Alaska in a blizzard.
Yeah.
It was snowing like a motherfucker. It was snowing.
Yeah.
Like the whole time. So they put you in the like parking position. So you back out of your gate, you go to a little parking position, and they bring a de-icer. So this like truck with a giant hose, and they spray the de-icer all over the plane. They're spraying it all over the wings, and I have the window, so I'm watching. By the time they like finish with one part of the wing and move on, it's like already covered again.
Yeah.
They could not get the ice off.
I just remembered a funny story too.
Okay, well, hold on. It was snowing like crazy. I was terrified. It was like, I wasn't really ready to go home because I stress out when I'm at home. I have so much shit to do here. Yeah. So I was like, I wanted to stay home, and then it was a blizzard, and it was.
Oh, you were ready. It was time to board, and you were like, "Can we just not go? Can we
just stay a little?"
And
I
was
longer?
Like, "Babe, our bags are on the plane and stuff."
I don't care.
And you're like, "I don't care. I was like, "Babe, I have no clothes or anything," and you were like, "Well, I have a ton of stuff," because you had left a bag.
I left a bag in your mom's house. Yeah.
But okay, funny story about that. Which being from Alaska and all that, I've flown in this, and I'm used to the de-icing and all this. But I was coming home from school. It was around the same time. I was in college. I was coming home. And I was on one of the small Raven flights, the one that we did from Homer. Yep. And so anyways, it's like I'm on the very first flight in the morning, like 5 a.m. So I go, I'm getting on the flight. They go, they wheel us out. They do the de-icing. Well, at this point, the plane was a little different. Like the main cockpit wasn't sealed off from the rest of the cabin.
So you could see.
And talk to the pilots. And so this one dude, he's sitting in the very first row. He's having conversations with the pilots, and seems like he kind of knows a thing or two about flying.
About planes.
And so he's talking, and so they're doing the de-icing, and they finish, and we're about to taxi off, and we're getting ready. We start speeding up, and this guy starts screaming frantically, "There's ice on the wings! There's ice on the wings! Don't take off!" And he's like going crazy. And like I said, he seemed like he knew what he was talking about. And he's pleading to the pilots not to take off. But we're too far gone, and we took off. And, obviously everything worked out. But, I could have wrung this motherfucker's neck. He scared me so bad.
I would shit my pants.
Yeah. And because that flight from Anchorage to Kenai, you fly over that water right off the rim. And I was just
terrifying.
Yeah, and
terrifying.
I mean, knock on wood, but that's probably the one thing that I do not want to go down into Davy Jones's locker. In a plane crash.
Well, especially if you survived the crash, you'd freeze to death in the water.
Well, yeah, and for some reason, something just crashing over land just seems a lot better to me than the water.
I'm the total opposite.
Really?
Total opposite. Yeah. I think crashing, okay.
I don't even like talking about this.
I don't like talking about this either. I felt like crashing over water would be easier, but then when we were flying, they call it like over the pond or whatever.
Yeah.
Flying when we were going to Ireland or London.
Yeah.
Terrified.
Yeah, I was like that.
We are over the open ocean.
Yeah, I don't like that.
There's things even if we survived the crash, the ocean would take us. It's true.
Good thing we do a lot of ice bathing and get our bodies used to.
We get acclimated to the ice, so we'll be fine.
Yeah.
Well, and I was especially scared because that Alaska Airlines flight, the door blew off, and if you didn't have your seatbelts on, you're getting sucked out.
Yeah.
And then I had Dennis, and he rides in his carrier underneath the seat in front of me.
Yeah.
And I was like, I have to hold on. Like, I had his carrier strapped to my foot the whole flight. Like,
did you really?
Yeah, I felt because if the door blows open, I have to be able to save him.
Yeah. Well, yeah, good thing. That's why you listen to the captain, and when you're sitting down, you always have your seatbelt
on.
Yeah.
I will say another funny instance. So obviously, I think it was a new flight attendant. We were I don't know where we were traveling to, but I had Dennis, and some seats are built different. Obviously, he's tiny. He's 9 pounds, and his carrier is very small. But for whatever reason, the way the seats were designed, his carrier doesn't fit all the way under.
Yeah.
Every seat's different, and I'm not going to shove him and squish him under there.
Yeah.
So the flight attendant comes by and was like, "Excuse me, miss, that that bag needs to be further under the seat." I was like, "Oh, okay, yeah, I'll try." It's my dog. I'm trying to get him. She's like, and then so she leaves, comes back, and she's like, "Did I not tell you that bag needs to go further under?" And I was like, "I really tried, ma'am. It's my dog. I can't squish him." And so she's like, then getting really cranky at me, and she's like, "Yeah, if there's an emergency, you're gonna be stuck on the plane, and you're not gonna be able to get out." I'm like, I'm not going to leave my dog.
Yeah.
Are you kidding me? This is my child. Like, I'm just going to leave my bag behind with my dog in it?
Yeah, no.
Not a chance. But I was trying to be as cordial as possible and not get kicked off. I'm like, yes, I'm so sorry. I'm going to do everything I can to get him under the seat.
Yeah.
And he was fine.
He was fine.
He didn't get squished.
No.
Okay. We have... I'm really excited.
A below the belt?
We have a Who's Punching Below the Belt. I have not pre-read this. You're the master reader, so I'm going to let you read it. I'm really excited. So this is everyone listening. Send in your Who's Punching Below the Belts because these get me really excited.
Okay, here we go. All right.
Sorry.
Okay.
Again, Who's Punching Below the Belt?
Yes.
To remind everybody. Yeah. Is you send us your arguments with your significant other, and we decide who is in the wrong or who is punching below the belt. Okay, go.
Okay. Me and my now recent fiance, then boyfriend, were in the shower. We commonly shower together. Save water.
Yay.
I always get a little rowdy in the shower.
Me too.
Example, he drops soap. I try to knock him over and hump him. Trying to feed his dick bar of soap. Really, anything goes. We always have a good time.
Yes.
We are a very jokey couple. Anyways, one time he got out of the shower before me, and I cooked up this idea to kiss him and slip a loogie into his mouth because I thought it would be funny. He did not find it funny at all. He promptly spat it back into my face. This is something we still argue over. Who is more in the right, wrong here? Thoughts? The show is great. Keep it up. Thank you so much.
Oh my gosh.
That's crazy.
Okay, she had me at the beginning.
I love he dropped soap. I try to knock him over and hump him, trying to feed his dick bar of soap. Really, anything goes. We always have a good time. That's awesome.
Okay. Yes, if you bend over, I'm trying to touch your butthole.
Oh, yeah.
If anything goes in the shower, I like to hold it when you're peeing.
I keep a tight ass in the shower.
I like to hold it.
Yeah.
Play with it. We like to touch each other. Okay.
Who's punching below the belt here?
I have a thing about boogers.
Yes, you do.
We share toothbrush. I am fine with most bodily fluids. If your blood just squirt all over me, great. No big deal. If you peed on me, you have peed on me in the shower.
Yeah, plenty of times.
All the time.
I think it's hilarious.
It's hilarious. I hang out in the bathroom while you're going number 2.
Yeah.
We're in love. It's not a big deal. I have a thing for boogers.
Yeah.
If you have a booger in your nose,
you don't like.
I will not touch it and I instantly say, hey, you need to wipe your nose.
Yep.
I don't know why boogers gross me out so bad. And I hate because this girl sounds so awesome and I hate that I'm going to not side with her. But if you spit a loogie in my mouth, I'm punching you square in the face. I promise.
Yeah, so not similar, but anyways, I was a young kid. I was picking on my little sister and I had her held down and I was doing that slurping the spit thing back up because I had just ate like ginger snap cookies, so my saliva was sticky and I was doing it and she's screaming, Austin, stop, and I went too far and it landed right in her mouth. It was so disgusting.
That is so gross.
So I've got gosh, I'm gonna go with the guy spatting it back into her face. He should have sucked it up and swallowed it.
So he should have
literally
swallowed.
Yeah, he should have been the swallower there. That's a good one though. That's so funny.
That's a really good one.
I love that. Yeah.
I'm so sorry, but I just can't do boogers.
Yeah, he shouldn't have spit it back into her face, so that seems a little.
I should have slapped her maybe. Just kidding.
Yeah.
I take that back. I take that back.
Oh, that is so good though.
I'm just
That's
saying,
so funny.
I don't know.
Yeah. But they sound like a very great couple.
They sound like they could be our friends.
Yeah, it really does sound.
They sound awesome. That is so funny. So we need more who's punching them below the belt.
Yeah.
Because
we enjoy those.
We really enjoy that, don't we?
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. Well,
Dennis is crashed out.
Yeah. I say we probably wrap it up.
I think so. Okay, but I do want one more who's punching in below the belt because those are epic.
Yeah.
2, I need comments of guest ideas. Now that we're back, we already have our list of kind of people who we're going to inquire to have on the show.
Yep.
Who I definitely think are going to be interested.
Yeah.
We have some really good guest ideas. But we want to hear from the people. Who do you think we should have guests on?
Yeah. Because we'll try to get anybody.
We will.
Yeah. So
that sounded sexual. we'll try to get
in
anybody.
a very non-violent sexual way.
In a non-violent sexual way. Okay.
All right.
Well, that's a kick-ass love story.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bo Jackson.
I'm really sad that your Jaguars lost.
Yeah,
I feel bad. I don't.
But in Trevor Lawrence, we still trust.
Yes, we do. Okay. Like, subscribe, comment, share. Every Wednesday at noon, we drop a new episode. The tea is only going to get better. I don't know. I guess that's it.
Let's go eat.
Let's go take a shower.